The German industrialists looked at this situation, the collapse of their economy, the collapse of their society, the rise of socialists and communists who both declared capitalism to be their enemy and what had to go. So the business community said, we have to make common cause with this character, this little short fellow with the mustache, whom they didn't like, whom they didn't want, whom they had imprisoned earlier, looked down on as odd. But they made a deal because they needed a political force in order to survive. That's what they felt like as capitalists, as employers. So a deal was struck between the employers and Mr. Hitler, and that's how he came to power in the January of 1933. Here's my point. The United States also in the 19th century developed and delivered to its people an incredible rising standard of living. The difference was they didn't lose World War I, so it continued, and they didn't lose World War II. And indeed, after World War II, the American working class enjoyed a situation that no working class had had before. High and rising standard of living, high and rising wages. The American working class, like the Germans before them, thought that this would never end, thought that this would last forever, thought that they were the special United States, the exception where enterprise would succeed and where wages would rise. And then came 1970. And in the 1970s, all of that came to an end. It wasn't a war, the way it had done it to the German working class, but it was something just as bad. Three things happened in the 1970s and 80s that changed everything. Number one, a technical revolution. The computer, then the robot, then artificial intelligence, wiping out millions of jobs. And where? In the best paid white male industrial workers, the ones who had strong unions. Number two, many of those jobs that didn't disappear with automation were relocated to China, to Brazil, to India. Millions of jobs lost to relocation.